Hey Moonbeams, welcome back. It's me, Celia Marie 1243, your friendly neighborhood spirit guide whisperer, energy reader, tarot reader, energy healer, all them things, your favorite spiritual mentor. I'm back with a really good pick a card, calling all of my generational curse breakers. We are really diving into what generational curse you are actually breaking. Now, I probably will be making a lot more content about generational curse breaking because this month, December 27th, 2023, we are doing a generational healing, generational trauma healing meditation and workshop that is going to come with a bonus. So we meditate every month, right, on the full moon. And this month I'm adding in a bonus for anybody who signs up, or if you're on the middle or top tier of Patreon, you guys will already get in, and you will get this bonus, but it's going to be a workbook. I have been working on a very good ancestral healing, generational curse breaking type workbook. It's an e-workbook, so you can use it to guide you. It'll have a lot of activities, prompts, things to think about, quotes, resources for breaking your generational curses. A lot of the people who follow me, if you've ever gotten a reading with me, if you're here watching this, you're a generational curse breaker, of course. But what does that mean? What does that look like? How do we go about that? It can be very overwhelming, a very overwhelming topic to get into. So I wanted to do something that would help guide us. That meditation is also going to be heavily associated around your ancestors and getting their messages and guidance, because as generational curse breakers, you do not know how supported you are by your ancestors. So I want to bring in your ancestors to give you messages, to give you comfort, to give you guidance on that journey, and also that workbook that will help you. So if you are not on the middle or the top tier of Patreon and you guys want to join us for that, you can join on my website, www.moonglow.guide. It is in the event section. Like I said, December 27th, it's from 5 to 7 p.m. And I think I might have the replay available with the workbook in my shop later. Can't guarantee that, but I'm thinking that might be an option. If that's something you're interested in, if you can't make it on the 27th, drop it down below in the comments. But yeah, I'll be talking more about it. Let's get into these piles, shall we? I just think that's going to be a very good resource for anybody who watches this video. Especially the workbook. I'm putting so much work into it. Graphic designer, really excited. Okay, anyway, okay. So these piles are going to be chosen by angel numbers. So I want you to choose an angel number. The angel numbers we have are going to be 444, 888, and 1010. Okay, so if you need to pause, but really sit with those. 444, 888, and 1010. Okay, I have 3 different piles, 3 different oracle cards that I've already pulled. I've already kind of looked at the book and kind of seen what energy is with it, and we'll go from there. Let's go. Pile number 444. First pile, 6th house, we have sustainability here. Okay, so what generational curse are you breaking with this? So 444 I thought was fitting because this card is number 44. This is from the Star Codes Astro Oracle, which is a really, really amazing deck. It's been helping me learn astrology. I'm actually going to read from the book because it really will help you to kind of conceptualize what generational curse you are breaking in your family. So the 6th house, this is also going to be a little mini astrology lesson. In your chart, if your chart were a village map, the 6th house would represent the central kitchen, gym, health clinic, and dog park. The 6th house speaks where you live out your daily habits, your work environment, your pets, your mind-body connection, and how you tend to your health. So the first message in here with the action part, it says work smarter, not harder. You are meant to do things differently, break generational curses in your family by working smarter and not harder. Maybe there is, I'm getting this sense of those who chose this pile, and you might feel like you need to watch all of them. If that's the case, go ahead and watch all of them. Not my hair doing this. If you need to watch all of them, watch all of them. But it really feels like what you are doing. Yeah, it says the 6th house speaks to both your day job and what you do towards that dream. You can create a beautiful, sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. So you are not meant to just work your whole life and burn yourself out. You are meant to find out what work-life balance really means. So maybe your parents or people who came before you, maybe the family you grew up in, even just the generation, right? Because it's not just about family. Generation is also the people who are around the same age as you, right? The habits, things that they have. Maybe you've been taught that the only way that you can succeed in life is if you work and you burn yourself out. And this generational curse that you're breaking is you coming to the realization that you don't have to tire yourself out. You don't have to be go, 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 go 100% of the time, that you can literally find balance, that your energy is just as important. If you look at this card, you can see the chakras all balanced here. Your chakras, your energy, that balance matters. Money isn't the only thing that matters. Success in a traditional way isn't the only thing that matters. You realizing that, okay, it's not about just being a millionaire. It might be about, okay, success for you looks like having time to spend with your family, not necessarily just a bunch of money or, the highest possible degree you can get in school, that kind of thing. So let me get some more energy on it from your spirit guides, from your ancestors. 7 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor. Okay, so a lot of entrepreneurs definitely, or just people who are going about things in their own way with that Emperor energy, that Aries energy. Very inspired. 6 of Wands. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay, yeah. Love this energy. So you, my friend, you are getting out of the habit that your family or generation has had, or generations before you have had. Maybe some of them were kind of just like sitting around and waiting for things to happen, is somehow also what I'm getting from this 7 of Pentacles reversed. But really, you are a go-getter. I feel like there could be people in your family who have kind of, for some reason, I keep getting that message of like, they were sitting around just hoping that things would change and they didn't really take a whole lot of action towards it. And you are the go-getter. You are the go-getter. You are the one who's meant to break this generational curse. Maybe there's people who they weren't able to achieve what they wanted to achieve, but your spirit guides are cautioning you. I just saw like a finger like this, and they are cautioning you to make sure that you do not go about this go-getter mindset by just being work, 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 burn yourself out, burn yourself out. It's going to be about work-life balance. And for a lot of you, like I said, I really associate the Emperor with, I just heard the word opportunity. So you're seizing a lot of opportunities that come towards you. I'm getting lots of messages. So this is a very strong pile. Lots of ancestral support for you, which is really good. Hold on, let me get them to kind of like, so that I can focus on one message at a time, because I'm getting like a bunch of things. Oh, okay. So like I was saying, Emperor is my entrepreneur card for sure. Go-getter, you're your own boss, but this might not necessarily just be that you're an entrepreneur. It might also be about going after your dreams. I'm getting very, very strongly from your ancestors who are around, and I'm getting kind of emotional about this as well, but I'm getting this message, this feeling of you being, your ancestors being somebody who, for whatever reason, could not go after their dreams. So this could have been maybe a stay-at-home mom who wanted to be like a doctor or something, and that was just out of the question. Or This could have been somebody who, couldn't afford school. I'm getting a lot of different scenarios, but it's just like you are possibly accomplishing a dream. It doesn't have to be the same exact dream as your ancestor, but it just feels like you are accomplishing a dream that they just could not for whatever reason. I'm getting a lot about maybe like women were not allowed to be in that job, and you're a woman, female, feminine presenting, and you are able to do that now because of the time, because of, the way that society is now. I talked about that a lot in a podcast episode that I did about breaking generational curses by being single. So if you haven't listened to that podcast is Cosmosis or whatever with Celia Marie 1243. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you should find it. It'll be linked in my link tree. But I just feel like you are meant for so much success, and your spirit guides are saying that you are really changing what your idea of success is, what that looks like. And they're letting you know here, look, do you see them literally holding this behind you? They're like, we're here, we're with you. Maybe you are not feeling like you're getting so much support from people who are here on earth, your family. Maybe they don't really see things going that way, or I heard workhorse. I feel like you might come from a family of people who are workhorses who feel like the only way to succeed is just to like work till you die, like work till you burn out. And you are meant to approach that in a completely new way. Okay, this is the Page of Cups. And I feel like you could be very intimidated by that. This is the Page of Cups. What I like to say to people who are generational curse breakers like you is it can feel very intimidating. It can feel very hard to know how to go, where to go, what direction to take, what roads to take, because everybody before you has had a map that has gotten them nowhere fast. Is actually something that I just channeled. It's a map that has gotten them nowhere fast, but at the same time, it's gotten them somewhere. And sometimes on our journey, we feel like as long as we're moving, that's the best thing. And that could be a generational curse that you're breaking as well. Like, okay, well, you're moving in some direction. Your spirit guides are like, no, let's move in the right direction for you. Let's make sure that what you are doing, what you're pursuing, is aligned with what is best for you. Not just what your parents think is good, not just what society thinks is good, doctor, lawyer. I mean, if that is truly your passion, then go for that. But that might not be your thing, right? Like, for example, I'm Filipino. A lot of Filipinos, they really want their kids to be in the medical field or be nurses. And maybe you're a Filipino person, or, maybe that resonates for you some way where you're just like, no, that doesn't really resonate for me. I want to be an artist. And like your whole family is like, what? What are you talking about? But with that map reference that I made earlier that I forgot to come back to because ADHD, maybe you have ADHD as well. But you are literally burning that map. Not necessarily burning the map, because you don't always want to throw the map out, but you are starting and you are building a whole new map. And that's really what being a generational curse breaker is all about. That's what we're going to talk about in the workshop, in the e-workbook that I'm going to give you guys in our meditation on December 27th, is talking more deeply about what a generational curse breaker looks like and the steps that you can take. So you are meant to start something completely different, which can be very intimidating. And your spirit guides are like, don't worry about it. You are supported. This 9 of Pentacles is, it is prime energy for that, because this 9 of Pentacles is letting you know the future is so, so bright for you. I see you harvesting. It's not that you're not going to work hard. It's just that you're going to work smarter, not harder, like that card talked about. You are building something very stable for yourself, very sustainable, like it says on the 6th house card. It says sustainable. So it's not just going to be about waking up and going to a job that you hate and working your ass off all day and then coming home and like passing out and then doing it all over again. it's very much going to be you actually enjoying your life. You actually getting to enjoy the fruits of your labor, this 9 of Pentacles. You're going to have time to garden, and you're going to have time to play with your kids. This is what you are working towards, and this is what your spirit guides are supporting you in. I feel like I need to pull a couple more cards. Let's see. Yeah, I just heard your spirit guides say very important. Very important. For some reason, I also just heard Medusa. That's kind of a deep one because Medusa is... so if you've been seeing Medusa lately, I also just saw Medusa as a tattoo. Those could be confirmations for you. There are associations with Medusa. I'm not going to get into those, but that could be a confirmation for you too. You could also be healing those types of things in your family as well. 5 of Wands reversed. I'm going to pull one more on that to see what they mean by that. What do you guys mean by 5 of Wands reversed? 8 of Swords. Okay, I just heard stop overthinking. I have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So I'm getting stop overthinking. Hesitation is something that you are overcoming as a generational curse. You have had maybe people who were not brave enough, or even some people in your family line who just, for whatever reason, they felt like they couldn't. Some of them actually couldn't. Some of them could, and they just didn't for whatever reason that they felt. But you're going to do it. Don't overthink. Your spirit guides are really pushing you to take more steps, seize more opportunities, stop overthinking. I think if you've been feeling blocked at any point in your life lately, your spirit guides are saying the best way to overcome that is to stop overthinking. It feels like there are a lot of opportunities that are coming towards you. I'm literally seeing things almost like meteors. Maybe you've watched a movie lately that has like meteors or like planets, especially coming towards you. It's a scene I'm seeing very clearly, but they're just saying like, seize some of those things. Like stop dodging all of your opportunities. Really go after what you want and really learn how to be successful in a sustainable way. Find out how to work smarter, not harder in things that you do, and find a balance. Understand how important it is to pour into your own cup, not just work super, super hard every day and be burnt out. So if that is resonating for you, please leave a comment down below, especially all of those little like very specific things that they're talking about. If any of those are related to your ancestors or anything like that, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear how that is resonating for you. And if you would like help, you would like some guidance on your spiritual journey, on your generational curse breaking, healing journey, please join us on December 27th, from 5 to 7 Pacific. Get your generational curse breaking e-workbook that will get you going and help you kind of reflect on things and really start to heal, especially going into this new year. So yeah, like this video, share it with somebody if you feel like you have other generational curse breakers, cousins, siblings, friends that might find this helpful. If you watched another pile, we're gonna move on to, what were the numbers? 444888. Okay, so next up, pile 888. Hey, how you doing? Generational curse breaker. This is what generational curse you are breaking in your family. Okay, and the card that you chose is Second House Resources. This is about money, babes. This is heavily about money, but not just money. It's about resources, like the second house says. So I'm going to go ahead and read the parts that stick out to me in the book intuitively and see what your spirit guides need you to know about this generational curse that you're breaking. Okay, action. It says, explore how you feel about money. You are the person in your family lineage who is meant to look at money a completely different way. Look at material things a completely different way. I feel like there could be a couple extremes. Either you come from a family that has been possibly very wealthy or possibly very, very poverty stricken. Excuse me. And maybe there's some guilt or discomfort around desire, around having the things that you want, around being comfortable. Maybe you have this idea, look, my palm is itching, which is usually a sense that money is coming. You might want money, but deep down there is this block in your family or, generationally before you, where money seems evil. It seems bad to have money. Like, if you have a bunch of money, that somehow you're a bad person, or only bad people can be rich, or something like that. I know that's something that's kind of been going around a lot generationally. And so you are meant to break that mindset and understand that just because that is a pattern that you've seen, maybe you've seen very rich people. I'm not going to name anybody, but we have a lot of celebrities, a lot of very rich people who don't have the best morals. And your spirit guides are telling you not to take that as law, not to take that as a rule. You can still be wealthy and be morally upright. You can still be wealthy and you can still care about other people, and you can still use those resources to help other people and benefit more people than just yourself. Okay. You are being asked to build a clear and congruent message about your relationship and resources. Yeah, I keep seeing there's a disconnect. So either you've had a very wealthy family possibly, or wealthy family members, or you've had examples of great wealth, but they have just been kind of morally corrupt people. And you are being shown, and you are there to prove or break that generational curse and make people realize, no, you can be a good person and have money. Or you could have come from a very poverty-stricken mindset. Maybe people have just been really, really poor no matter how hard they work. You are meant to come out of that, where you are wealthy. You are, and not just materially, but you are wealthy in everything that you do in life. And if that resonates for you and you hadn't watched the first pile, go watch the first pile. Okay, your spirit guides are giving you this very specific message about cleaning up your act. It says clean up your act in the material world. Clean closets, pay bills, deal with other practical things that might appear mundane, but they are actually a sacred act of aligning your soul to your surroundings. So I'm also getting that maybe your family is very irresponsible with money. Maybe credit card debt runs rampant in your family. Maybe they're not great at paying their bills for whatever reason. Maybe they borrow money and don't pay it back, or I just heard accrue a lot of interest. Maybe you or your family or families have, generations that have become before you, maybe they are not good at saving. Preparing for rainy days is also something that I'm getting. You are here to change all of that. You are educating yourself about money. You are learning how to use credit, how to build credit, how to invest, because maybe something that I'm getting really clearly right now is maybe your family thinks that just having a lot of money or making a lot of money in a job is what it takes. And that's not all it takes. That is one piece of it, possibly having a good job. Hold on. Water break. What are you guys sipping on? Leave it in the comments. What snack are you snacking on? I need to fix my throat chakra. So maybe your throat chakra, that's also something that you're healing. Look, this blue pen, confirmation. Zing, bazing. I don't know. That's funny. Your guys' spirit guides are funny because I just heard bazing. So maybe or I just heard Cat in the Hat say zinger. That could be something that somebody in your family said. It could be some kind of weird confirmation. I get those all the time. If that resonates for you, leave it down below in the comments. Or maybe it'll come to you later and you can come back and leave it. But it really just feels like you are meant to just change the way that you see finances. earning money is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to being financially free, when it comes to being financially successful and set. Investment, saving, those are all parts of really creating generational wealth. Yeah, I'm definitely getting you are going to be the start of a huge line of generational wealth. I'm feeling you getting very overwhelmed by that. Don't get overwhelmed by that. Don't, because it can be very difficult to be a trendsetter, to be somebody who's doing something completely different, starting fresh in a way. But you were chosen for this role for a reason. You were chosen for this. Your spirit guides sent you here in this lifetime to do this because they knew you are strong enough, you are smart enough, the conditions are right for you in this lifetime to get those things done. So your spirit guides, I almost want to cry. Your spirit guides are saying they have so much faith in you. You have so much support in the spiritual realm. And that meditation that we do on December 27th, you're probably going to be one of those people who gets lots of support from lots of ancestors that are giving you that support, that comfort, those messages about you being the chosen one. So if you have not signed up for that, sign up for it. It's going to be a really good workshop. Let me see what else your spirit guides have for you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reversed. That definitely fits with everything that we were saying. You are learning something completely different. You're not going by what everybody else has known. Yes, the Ten of Cups. You are meant to be abundant, abundantly overflowing. You are going to teach your children, and you are going to teach your children or the next generation, and the generation, they're going to teach the generation after that. You are going to start a waterfall, a trickle down. I'm seeing dominoes falling down. So maybe dominoes resonates. I'm also seeing dominoes like the pizza, but then also dominoes like the game dominoes. So if that resonates, put that down in the comments. Yeah, brand new energy. It feels like you have a lot of new ideas. You are learning a lot of new lessons that it just felt like people before you couldn't learn, couldn't really get the hang of. This feels very specific, but I'm getting something about a grandfather who like was saving for a car and just never had his dream car or something like that. If that's you, leave that down below. Okay, I have the Five of Cups here reversed. The Five of Cups, you are not crying over spilled milk. I feel like you are really understanding. You're going to be the person in your family, excuse me, confirmation burps. You're going to be the one in your family who understands that money is an energy exchange, that just because some money leaves your hand doesn't mean it's just going to stay out that way. You are understanding that money is an even exchange. When it goes out, it's coming right back in, depending on how you manage it, depending on your mindset around money. You are really here to change your family line's mindset around money. The High Priestess reverse. I'm going to get one more card on that. I'm going to split the deck. Boom. High Priestess reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it really feels like people in the past in your family have not followed their intuition. And you are here and you are all about following your intuition. It's not just about the material things. It's not just about what you can tangibly touch. It's also about what sets you on fire. It's also about your intuition, what really feels right to you. Not just like hard going by numbers, if that makes sense. And that also kind of feels like the last pile. If you didn't watch that and that resonates, watch that first pile. Let me get one last message for you guys. Yeah, you're learning. You are meant to learn, suck up as much as possible. I'm getting that message with this apple. You are meant to just suck up all of this energy, to be a sponge, to learn. So if you are not getting out there and buying books and joining classes and things like that. Your spirit guides need you to do that because you are meant to pass it on to the next generation. They are saying, I just heard ripe for the picking, which gives me this feeling of, again, you are exactly in the right place at the right time. Don't be intimidated by this role of generational curse breaking. This role has been, I just heard heavy is the head that wears the crown. So it can feel like a lot of pressure, but at the same time, you were chosen for this. You were chosen for this. Nobody can take this from you but yourself. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. This is being handed to you by your ancestors. Do you see this? This is everybody. I want to get like, I'm getting emotional. And I just saw 30-30 on, you know, the time. The 6 of Cups is about things being passed down to the next generation. In this case, especially, this is you, and this is you also passing it on to your kids. Do you know, your spirit guides want you to know how important you are, not to put stress on you, but to empower you, for you to know how much they love you, how much faith and confidence they have in you. It feels like you've just been really down about like your confidence lately, and your spirit guides are like, no, cheer up, Buttercup, chin up, Buttercup, because we are, look at all this magic they are sending you. So connect with your spirit guides, connect with your ancestors. Let them know that is going to be part of the workbook. That is going to be the bonus for the workshop this month. There is going to be some petitions, some prayers, like intention setting letters that you can send to your spirit guides, letting them know that you are grateful, that you're ready to work for them. I'm going to like word it all out, give you guys some guidance on how to do that connection. And then I'll be there, of course, live in the class to answer whatever questions you guys have too. And you will literally get to feel your spirit guides. You will get to have their guidance in their own words, in whatever way they communicate with you during the meditation. So I'm excited for this meditation, for this workshop. It's going to be really good. Make sure you guys sign up. I will see you there. You are chosen. You are loved. You are so supported by your spirit guides. Okay, so I will see y'all in the next one and hopefully at the meditation. Okay, so next up, if you're watching the next pile, then hey again. Let's go to the last but not least pile. Okay, so number 1010. If you chose the angel number 1010, hey, this is what you're breaking, the generational curse that you are breaking in your lineage. This is what your spirit guides need you to be super aware of. They're bringing your attention to it. I just heard flow like waterfall. I just heard that. Retrograde review. This, because I already kind of like looked at these cards and I kind of read the book a little bit for the energy behind these. This is like my pile, and you might have watched the other piles. You probably did. Yeah, I just heard if you chose 3, you probably need to watch the other ones too, because this just feels like an overall curse breaking energy. You are giving black sheep. You are giving, I'm doing everything completely different. This card says retrograde review. You are literally taking a pause. You are doing so many things differently than everybody who came before you has been doing. So stop the normal patterns of your life and take a break. So that is one of the first generational curses that you're breaking, that they need you to know, is that it's okay to take a break. You don't have to go constantly. And that's what we had in the first pile. So I won't go too deep into that, but it just feels like there are so many generational patterns, generational curses that you're breaking. The roots of these issues are found in the past. Generational curse breaking. Okay, reconsider, revise, repair, and edit. It feels like you are really meant to do some deep work on and understand why and how your family got to where they are, whether that's communication issues, whether that's money issues, whether that's whatever it might be. Yeah, it says this opportunity is a do-over. You don't need to get stuck in the past. So literally you're breaking free from so many things. Slow, steady, and thoughtful will win this race. You are just completely a black sheep. I'm really, your spirit guides, okay, this is a message that I'm getting very clearly. Your spirit guides also want you to keep in mind as you are healing on this journey of being a generational curse breaker. It is literally, you are not meant to pick at old scars. That's what it says. It says, it's not a time, tempting though may it be, to reminisce, pick at old scars, or visit painful situations from your past just because you want the emotional charge of anger or the excuse to wallow in memories or betrayals or regrets. Your spirit guides want you, they really want you to tap into your generational strengths as well. That is going to be something on December 27th that I really want to hit home for all of my generational curse breakers, that it's not just about breaking generational curses. It's also about tapping into generational strengths. It's also about understanding as much trauma as you've come from, as much as your family maybe is terrible at communication, maybe they're bad at boundaries, maybe they are not good with money, but you have strengths. In all of those things, there are strengths, and your spirit guides are like, this isn't just about pooping, pardon my language, this isn't about pooping on your entire line that came before you, because that is a trap that we can get caught up in, and I'll talk more about that in the in our workshop. That's a trap that we can get caught up in when we are healing. It's kind of playing the blame game, or just being like, oh, well, my ancestors did this, and my mom did this, and my dad did this, and like feeling sorry for ourselves almost. It's very important to know and acknowledge and heal from what has happened, but that also includes taking responsibility, understanding that at this point you're an adult, you need to move forward, and just playing the blame game is not helpful. It's just going to hold you back. If you are just like, oh, well, I have anxiety, like that's it. I get anxiety from, my dad's side, and that's just how it is. Your spirit guides are like, okay, if you are at that point, it's time to take a step further. Okay, how do we fix it? Okay, we're not just worried about identifying the patterns. I feel like if you chose this pile, you have already done a lot of that work. You've already identified a lot of what you're breaking, what generational curses you're breaking. And it's a lot. It's a long list, but your spirit guides are like, it's time to get out of this energy of playing the blame game or sitting and wallowing in your sorrows and just being like, oh, well, oh, my family was terrible at this, and just kind of sitting in that and accepting that. No, we're healing it. We're working on it. So instead, I'm getting something about changing your language, changing your mindset around your generational curse breaking. Instead of just saying, oh, well, my family has always been really anxious, or my family has always been really bad with money. You are instead saying, I am healing this. Like, even just that slight shift from talking about, oh, well, it's always been like this, to it's now like this. Not even mentioning that it's already been like that. You are already just focused on the change, the shift. Your spirit guides, ancestors, they really want you to focus on that, on changing things. Yeah. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands here. You are looking out into the open. You can see clearly. You are meant to set up the future generations with this idea that, again, we're not sulking in the past. We're not dwelling on the past. We are just moving forward. That's all we can do. With the Fool reversed, it kind of gets like, it's kind of giving, don't move forward frivolously. But just being careful, being aware, being guided. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are guiding you every step of the way. that was what the second pile was about. So I can see how it's like, you know, if you are listening to this pile, if you chose this pile, definitely go listen to those two. The Queen of Swords reversed. I need to get another card on this, actually. I just heard Badger. They're like, no, don't pull another card. I'm just going to be channeling what this Queen of Swords is. I just saw a bat as well. So these could just be confirmations that somebody needs. That's funny because that almost kind of looks like a bat. What does pile 3 need to know about this Queen of Swords? Okay, I'm getting don't back down. Maybe you've been discouraged lately, or you have been in that energy of just kind of like, oh, this is too much. Like, my family is too much. I can't do this. Like, why would they choose me? Your spirit guides are like, no, we're pulling you out of that energy. They might have been sending you 1010 a lot. 1010, the reason I chose that as the angel number for this pile is because 10s represent endings, but also fresh beginnings. It's also 1010 also equals a 2. I haven't done my angel number handbook that teaches you guys about angel numbers yet, but you'll learn about them in that book. But 2 is an energy of relationships. We got this card in the last one. Your spirit guides are like, it starts with you. Don't worry, especially if you come from a family, if you come from a family where it really just, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even know where to start. Your spirit guides are like, it starts with you. It starts with you. Don't even worry about that. Yes, educate yourself. No, maybe you also come from a family where there's just a lot going on and maybe you don't know a lot of your past relatives. Your spirit guides are like, that's fine too. We'll give you what you need. We just need you to get up and go. We need you to, yeah. I just heard all I do is win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. 6 of Wands, you are supported. They're behind you. They're guiding you. You are meant for victory. That's what the 6 of Wands is. Let's see what else. You're breaking all the generational curses, to be honest. Just all of them. Knight of Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, just doing things completely different. Speaking differently. Understanding things differently. And passing that on to the next generation. You are... Ooh, this is a deep message. Okay, it feels like you were already an ancestor. Now, I think I might have talked about this before in some of my content, but not everybody just gets the title of ancestor. A lot of us believe, you know, just because somebody's related to you, technically that's an ancestor. But I do tend to believe that in order to be an ancestor who is there to guide people, you have to reach a certain level of achievement in your lifetimes, right? Like, if you haven't learned your lessons in your lifetime, it doesn't automatically make you an ancestor where you can come and guide people. But I feel like you have been an ancestor before, where you were like an elder in a past life, like a wise woman, wise man, that type of energy. And so you've gone through that before, and it's almost like you might have come down and volunteered again. They're like, oh yeah, like, we need you again down there. And you're like, really? Me again? And they're like, yes, absolutely. We need you again, because maybe you were trying to achieve something in a past life and like you were so close and it didn't quite go, or they just need your energy again. It's kind of giving like you were a star player on the team in a past life, and then coach kind of like benched you to like let everybody else play, but now they're like, okay, yeah, no, we need you back in the game again. Like, it's crucial. This is a crucial point. We need you back in the game. Let me know if that makes sense, if that resonates for you. It's always interesting to me to see how these things resonate for you guys, how you guys are interpreting what your spirit guides are telling me. I'm gonna pull like 1 or 2 more cards. Let me get two more. The World reversed and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I think this is really a message of your spirit guides telling you to keep going. You might have reached a chapter 1010, you know, chapters ending. You might have recently reached, gone through a period of like lots of healing, lots and lots of stuff. And your spirit guides are telling you to rest, recuperate, fill your cup. But just like anything, your journey is never over, right? Your healing is never over. And I don't want that to discourage you. I don't want you to be like, oh, like I'm done healing. Your spirit guides are telling you to keep going. There's still a ways to go. And again, you're not just doing this for you, you're doing this for the future generations. In the workbook that I'm doing, I'm so excited about this freaking workbook. You guys can't tell, but this workbook that I'm working on, it's going to give you some letters to the future generations. And I think that might be very helpful and motivational for you guys to really start to think about the generation that comes after you and how much easier things are going to be, how much better things are going to be because you put down this groundwork that you wish would have been done for you a little bit better. You get to be that for the other generations. Last card, Page of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You might feel intimidated. This came out in another pile, so go watch the other piles. You might feel intimidated. You might feel overwhelmed. Your spirit guides are like, they are impressed by you. I just saw those words, literally. They are impressed by you. Also, I'm getting like hearts. If you've been drawing little hearts randomly, or somebody has been sending you hearts, emojis, writing, drop that down below if that resonates for you. But that is just a huge confirmation right now that you are being supported. You are so loved. You have been chosen for this for a reason. You are starting fresh, and there's nothing wrong with that. It might seem like a lot, but you were chosen for this. This is your time to shine. They would not have chosen you for this for no reason. You're actually a very old soul who's been here before, who's kind of done this before. So let yourself tap into that energy, feel into that, and really use it to fuel you, use it to empower you, because I think that, along with your spirit guides, your ancestors, their comfort and guidance, that's really gonna help push you forward. If you want to do a past life reading, I have Akashic Records readings available. I think there's still some left for December, some spots open for December. If not, January should be opening up. So let me know how all of that resonated for you. I'm also getting this feeling of saying that I'm proud of you. And I think that's coming obviously from your ancestors. I hope you guys will join us at the workshop and get this ebook, because this e-workbook is going to be bomb. I'm telling you, it's going to have a lot of super good pieces of your puzzle for helping you on this journey. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.